Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Rashekar. In this video, we are going to discuss about working of push button. So this video it is related to IR sensor video. So in our previous video, we discussed about IR sensor working or not and IR sensor with LED. So here also this push button is working or not, we are going to check in one of the program, and in second program we are going to check with an LED. If the button is pressed, so this is push button. If this button is pressed, automatically the LED is on or buzzer is on. That's it. Same concept. The program is also same, except one line regarding that is initialization of push button. Except that one, everything is same. So please concentrate here. And first of all, we need to understand this push button. Let us see here. This is push button. So it is having 4 terminals. It is having 4 terminals. It is just act like a switch. So the point is, so here the above 2 pins are like this and below the 2 pins are like this. So in our programming, you may use either above the 2 pins or you may use the below the 2 pins. That is your wish. You can use any of the above 2 or below the 2. Okay, so don't use both of these. Use above the 2 pins or below the 2 pins. That's it. Because the internal connection is like that. This push button. Okay, now this particular, and there is one more point. There is no such pin number. Okay, you can use in these 2 pins. Any of the pin you can connect to ground, and any of the pin you may connect to GPIO. Here there is no need of required the supply pin. Supply pin is not required. That is VCC. VCC pin is not required. Okay, remember that. Only 2 pins we are going to use, and either of so you can use 1 pin for ground and 1 pin for GPIO. So GPIO we are using 8th pin or 10th pin. So in this program we are using 10th pin for GPIO connection, Raspberry Pi. Now for ground purpose, anyway 39 is ground pin we are going to use. So let us quickly come back to our program. Yeah, this is just observe here, write a program to detect the push button pressed or not. Okay, so first line it is initialization of our GPIO pins. Next, import time, set mode, it is board method. Then setup, we are initializing the pin number 10 GPIO dot in comma, and here this line is extra, you need to remember. So remember in the sense, first of all read this one. This is nothing but initialization of button only. Pull underscore up underscore down equal to GPIO dot PUD underscore UP up. So here PUD in the sense this pull up down. PUD means pull up down only, underscore up. We mentioned that underscore up only. It is because initially the button it is in up position only. Okay. Whenever if you press the button, then it will go to down position. So that is the reason PUD underscore up. So here it is not minus, it is underscore. Please try to understand. Pull underscore up underscore down equal to GPIO dot PUD underscore up. This is the line of initialization of our button only. So next, rest of the thing it is similar to IR sensor. Those who are not familiar with IR sensor video, first of all, please refer that video, then come back to this push button video. Okay, so then only you may understand the concept clearly. So here, if GPIO dot input 10 equal to 0, here also same thing. 0 in the sense the button pressed is detected, and 1 in the sense the button press is not detected. So that we are mentioning here, this is the program for button pressed or not. Next, similarly, second program in push button. Yeah. So this is whenever the button is pressed, LED on or buzzer is on. Okay. So the title it may like this: write a program to make an LED glow when controller detects a button pressed. Controller detects a button pressed means controller in the sense here our Raspberry Pi microcontroller only. Okay. Now same thing, initialization of GPIO pins, time, board method, 10th. This pin is also common, and to make the LED glow or buzzer on, we are going to use pin number 12. Okay, that pin number 12 we are going to use. And students, remember, don't use pin number 14 here instead of GPIO. If you use 14 means 14 is ground pin, so don't use here. Okay, so you may not get the output if you use 14. So use pin number 12, pin number 10, or pin number 8. Mostly we are using these 3 pins. Okay, so you may change total 28 GPIO pins are available. Okay, in that 28 GPIO pins, refer once the total pin diagram of our Raspberry Pi so that you can use any other pins. So I'm so for easy of understanding, for most of the cases I'm using 8 to 10 and 12 pins. Now the same concept, whenever the button is pressed, that means the button value is 0, the LED is on. So to enable the LED, you know the statement, that is GPIO.output will come out true, so that the 12th pin is enabled. So whenever the 12th pin is enabled, that 12th pin only we are connected to LED positive, so that LED is on. How much time we mentioned that? 0.1 second. After that, 12th pin is disabled, that we mentioned in else statement, so that LED is off. So that's it. So this is the program. So button working or not, this is the first program, and button with LED, this is the second program. Hope you understand. So next we are going to our hardware output. So let us see that one also. Yeah. So here, so yeah, so this is our button, very small button, students. It is just very small. The size of this button is very small. Okay. So see here, it is having the 4 terminals. Okay, it is having 4 terminals like this. Okay, 4 terminals. Now, so first of all, insert into the breadboard wherever if you are comfortable. Better insert like this in the middle. Okay, middle. So you may use above 2 pins or below 2 pins. So now I am going to use above 2 pins. So coming to the connection, I told you just now, one first pin we are mentioning that the GPIO pin is 10. So 2, yeah, I think hope you. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10th pin we are going to use that, then that 10th pin connected here. Next, take out another one for ground purpose, that may be connected here. That's it. Okay. So why I am connecting like this? Because vertically only the middle 2 layers are vertically they are shorted. So in this way I am connected. Okay, 1 pin for ground and 1 pin for GPIO. So here there is no need of requirement of VCC. That's it. So the connection is over. Let me share the screen now. Let me see the output. Yeah. Now let us first execute this first program, whether the button is working or not. Now I'm going to press this one. Yeah, sorry, press this green button. Now here button is not pressed. This is what our output initially. Now observe clearly. Now I am pressing this button. See, observe the what is the output. Button pressed is detected. Now I am releasing. Button press not detected. Button press detected. Button press not detected. That's it. So this is what our output. First program on button. Let us first of all let us stop this one. Yeah. Now come back to second one. So second one, you know already, students. Just take one LED. Now I'm going to take one LED here. Okay. So LED, it is two terminals. The bigger terminal positive, shorter terminal negative. So now I'm inserting here. Yeah. So this is the bigger terminal. This is my positive. This is my negative. Now positive to positive connect here and the negative to negative connect here. Positive in the sense GPIO here. In our program, we mentioned that the GPIO pin is 12th pin. So next one, 34. Yeah, I think you may observe clearly. Yeah. Hope you understand. Now this pin connected to here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this one is connected. Now this one. Now ground. 34 is the ground. So 40, 36, 34 is the another ground pin in our Raspberry Pi. Yeah, connected. So positive pin GPIO 12th pin. This one is connected. And next one negative pin connected to ground 34. That's it. Over. Okay. Now let us see the our output also. Yeah. So this is our second program. Whenever the button is pressed, LED is on. That is what we want. So let us run this program. Green color button. Yeah. Initially button pressed not detected, LED is off. Now observe. Yeah. See here, button pressed detected, LED is on. You may see here output. The LED is on. Now see, LED is off. LED is on, LED is off. That's it. So that is what our output. So not only this one, you may insert buzzer also. Okay, now in the same vertical row, I'm without replacing the LED, now I am connecting buzzer. I think both will enable. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So I hope you understand this concept. Thank you so much for watching this. And please give me your valuable suggestions in the comment. And finally, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.